Where did that come from? Good question. You know, soon after Schrodinger wrote down his wave equations, there's a lot of discussion in the scientific community about what does psi really mean? What's the interpretation of psi? And there were a lot of interpretations given, a lot of explanations given. But finally, one very clever scientist by the name of Max Born said, you know, if I think of psi squared as a probability density, well, then I can understand the predictions that the Schrodinger equation makes. Okay? So psi squared is an interpretation, right? He said, if I think of psi squared as the probability per unit volume, and then I go and analyze all of the results of solving the Schrodinger equation in terms of that concept, that it's a probability density, then things make sense, and those predictions agree with my observations. Hey, you know what? That's it. There's no derivation here of psi squared. Psi squared is just that. It is an assumption. It is an ansatz. It is an interpretation. But you know what? You use that interpretation, and that makes predictions that agree with our observations, and there are no observations that even hint that that interpretation isn't correct. Okay? But that's it. You know, you don't go any further. There's no derivation of this, right? This is an interpretation. It's a probability density. Okay?